Hello, Monsters of Banter, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, and probably part 15 of my 16? Can't remember, doesn't matter. Of my Dryker campaign. Last time, let's see, the Sword Hungers, it rested, Cyrus did a puzzle and succeeded, and we got some armour of silvered steel. So that sounds pretty good. We had a bit of a snafu at the end of the last one because I ran out of space on my hard drive. Whoops. Consummate professional. Never mind. Good. The Oak of Ages is looking. Oh, look at this! It's almost max rank, which is exciting. What do we need to do to win the game? Defense. Need to heal. Complete the ritual. Right, that's easy enough, isn't it? That's fine. We can do that. No worries. Also, Marathi is now pretty much in charge of Ulthuan. Looks like she only doesn't control the outer edges of the eastern coast, and that's about it. She pretty much controls everything else, which is impressive to say the least. And she doesn't like me, unfortunately. Now, I've been trying very hard to get her to like me, but she just doesn't. And I mean, I could give her all my money. That does sound quite sexy. Stop judging me, sexy. But I don't think that's the point. I think maybe if she decides to come and have a go, we'll just fucking ice her. To be honest, I think is what we'll do. And in the meantime, I don't think we don't need to worry about it. We've got Lulon Forest, we've got Griffin Wood, and we have Gayan Vale. It's nice again, it gives you some options, because we could have got these other ones, but to be honest, I just don't think we need them. Plus, you know, they got armies there and shit. Now these guys don't like us, and the dwarves. Well, I don't really want to declare war on the dwarves because I feel like that would just be a world of pain. So we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to, I guess, end the turn. Oh, there's whispers in the woods. So that in a very West Country accent. Never mind, the Sword of Cain has been claimed. I wonder by who. Brayherds come as well. Where are they? Over there. That's no concern of mine. Okay, so it looks like Tyrion's pulled the Sword of Cain, probably in desperation. Hello? Oh, you've taken 12. Oh, that means I'm going to be trespassing, which is not going to make Marathi happy. Let's have a look. Trespass. 20. No. Okay. Okay, let's meander back here then. And we'll lay a little ambush. I think that Marathi might declare war on me. I can see that coming. No matter how much we try and befriend her, I feel like she's always just gonna be mean to me, which is a shame. So I think basically we've got this under control. So we've got all of the Heathlands are pacified. We are. Do we have? We have that. Yeah. So that's max rank. So basically we're doing everything we can. There's nothing else we could be doing here. So we're healing up at 5 a turn, which is the maximum, which means it's going to take quite a while actually to heal that forest up. That's not the end of the world though. Because it looks like the Oak of Ages will be healed even before that, because we're currently at 425 there. And we're currently getting 8 a turn by the looks of it. Now, we're having -1 because of an unresolved encounter, so we need to go and... We've got Gold Squadron, so that's nice to see. And what is this? Is it just a threat? Okay, let's go and deal with the threat. Fight who's going to go and... He's a policeman on the beat. What's this? Some dwarf miners have accidentally uncovered a tendril of the world roots. Dwarves, though stubborn, recognise that wrongs must be right and have sent an envoy. They offer compensation, have suggested they use their runic magics to build a seal that protect the world roots. I mean... This would be silly to do, wouldn't it? Oh! God, that's a lot of fly things. Why have they got so many flying things? They allowed that many flying things? Oh wait, we've got dragons. We've got an air force. Fuck it, we'll take them. Shame we didn't get the ambush. What else do they have? Anything nasty there? Those troll hammer torpedoes could be quite nasty, so we need to take them out. But otherwise, I think we're fine. Got to keep those tree spirits happy, and they're very hard to keep happy. They're very bloodthirsty. Guess it kind of makes sense. So let's kill some dwarves, despite the fact they offered to fix the problem. They were like, "Geez, I'm so sorry. Let me. Don't worry, we can fix this and make sure it never happens again." We were like, "No, fuck you. We're just going to kill you." These troll hammer torpedoes are going to do a lot of damage actually, and then we'll satchel charges coming in. But as soon as we start laying into them, we should be fine. Meanwhile, our Great Hawks are going to be ripping those gyrocopters apart. Those gyrocopters are not particularly good in melee combat. They've only got 6 melee defense. Not great. Do make a nice explodey sound when they hit the ground. Gold Squadron has split up to chase off these gyrocopters. Gyrocopters are really my main concern at the moment. The tree men are arriving to help out. There's Durthu. The dwarf infantry just not really able to deal with this. Getting very mushed. Getting very mushed very quickly. Even some Bugman's Rangers over here, completely surrounded with spiders, which of course is the worst way to go, probably in the Warhammer world anyway. Eaten by giant spiders. Ugh, look at them, they're horrible. Look at their little legs. Well, I'm sure they will, but then you explain to me you were eaten by giant spiders, they'll probably go, you know what, you had a rough enough time as it is. We'll let this one slide. So those Buckman's Rangers are routed, and the dwarf right flank has basically collapsed. One of Gold Squadron eating some of these Iron Drakes with Troll Hammer torpedoes. Going to make sure they can't open fire on us. Very nice. Yeah, most of the enemy infantry is running away, apart from, of course, from the Giant Slayers, who won't run away ever. They will never. And I'd kind of forgotten they existed, to be honest. I'd kind of forgotten that the Giant Slayers were here, and that's going to cost me. That's going to cost me, but it's one of those things. So we've got more Giant Slayers over here. There's 60 of the buggers left. There's quite a big blob of infantry here, and I hadn't really spotted this. I was too busy trying to deal with the gyrocopters. So these poor treekin are kind of by themselves at the moment, just trying to deal with it. I should have got Gold Squadron up here just to fire breath a lot of them. That would have done quite well. And these... Oh, fortunately, Gold Squadron arrives to deal with these Iron Drakes. They got off one volley and did a lot of damage to those Great Hawks. Buckman's Rangers trying to get a bead on them, getting a few shots off. Oh no! Dave died, never mind. And the Great Hawks then coming around straight into the back of them. That charge bonus is going to do a lot of damage to those Buckman's Rangers. There's still like a blob of Iron Drakes, just wandering around. I don't know what their plan is. The rest of their army's dead. And they've got a horde of very angry trees and lizard people and spiders currently trying to eat them. I mean, you can try. You really can try. Well, we did lose a unit of treekin. But I could just replace it with more treant, or treemen even. So that, you know, that could work. So let's take the replenishment. Little dorsal scuttle off into the foliage. Yes, indeed. Indeed, Durthu. Indeed. Okay, you've run off there. Okay, that's fine. That gives us a little time to replenish there. I'm just going to... I think I'll replace all of these with tree men, actually. I think that's what we'll do. I think that just seems like the sensible choice, you know? Does that... everyone think that seems like... I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter what you think. Let us go for... Durthu. What are we going to do, Durthu? What will we do? A bow warden. Swinging bow. I mean, I do love my swinging bows, but I think we're going to go ancient bark, because obviously with a tree man, you know, we are the tree man for the tree man, voted by no one because we're just super old. Yeah, I thought you'd be back. And yeah, that's pretty much what I thought would happen. So, now, I have noticed that Thorgrim, Grudgebearer himself, is now trespassing, which, considering we just killed some of his friends, not...
Retake the realms!
Yes, you go and do that. Who are you fighting, by the way?
I am the High King.
Clan Gritus, right. Von Casting, right. Bloody Hands, okay. Bone Rattlers, fine. Chaos, and... Oh, that's where you're going. I was like, well, none of those are then you've declared war at the Bretonia. That's fine. I mean, if you want to kill Bretonia, be my guests. Be my guests. Knock yourself out, buddy. Durthu. What another skill point. Let's go more ancient bark. It's worse than his bites, certainly. Fairly sure I've done that joke about 30 times during this entire campaign. Never mind. Let's bring Dryker back, because at some point we're probably going to want to head back. Now, where is Chaos here? It doesn't look like they've come now. It looks like they might be laying siege to Fort Ostrosk there. However, it doesn't look like they've hit Kislev yet. So it looks like this is all Clan Mulder, which means for the moment we're fairly secure down here. So hopefully that should be fine. Oak of Ages. Oh, 450 now. Holy balls. Look at that. Only 50 more needed. Let us get the forest patrols, because Morathi is spreading her cooties here, and it's not super welcome. You know, she is riddled. So we need to do something about that. Let's go howl the forest. I'm tempted just to get rid of all my tree kin and just get what... Fuck it, I'm doing it. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Doing it. Look at that. Done it. It's happened. Okie doke. He's the friendliest of folk. I mean, there was that period where he had the Sword of Cain, but that was his dark period, and he's out of that now. So that's fine. Are you still in Morathi's lands? No, you're okay. Fine. Looks like you were. Thought that might kind of annoy her, but I think we're okay. Any other buildings to do? I mean, we could do some of that, couldn't we? Could do some of that. That's fine. We'll do that one. And anything else here? Oh, we haven't built that. Okay, sure. You stole my technology. You bastards. Clan Gritus is dead. Huh. But we've got more income from port. So that's nice. Is Chaos coming? Oh my god, they are. That's they seem to be coming down the back. They're coming in the back passage. They're storming into the back passage and just burning up everything. It's horrendous. It's absolute carnage back there. But as long as it's back there, it's not over here, which is the main thing I'm really worried about. So, 460. So we're getting 10 a turn at the moment. Holy shit, we are. We are. 4 more turns then. Okay, all of you guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to worry too much about you unless Morathi decides to declare war. I'm tempted to bring Dryker back, because we aren't going to have to do the Ritual of Rebirth here. We've got Durthu on hand. Dryker as well could probably be... Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring Dryker back over here. Because, I mean, we've got 2 armies here. We've got 2 armies here. We've got a smallish force over here, but that doesn't look like it's going to be particularly problematic, to be honest. Griffinwood's our main issue. The dwarves, despite... Okay, maybe we should give some...
I am the High King.
Uh-huh.
I will hear you beg now.
Bit rude. Have 30k. No, have 30k. I did mean to give that to you. Kind of clicked the wrong button.
I suppose.
Yeah, if you think you can bribe us with valuables, it won't work. I mean, you say that, and yet it does appear to have worked. So, just throwing that out there. Let us go Winds of Magic. Sure. That seems good. Let's do that. Zalthea. Oh, yeah, I wasn't going to worry about you, but now I've got to do it to get to the end turn. I mean, I could turn it off, but that seems like more work than just clicking through the goddamn. Sure. Do that one. Okay, Confederation there, that's fine. Don't really care about that. Morathi is treading all over my territory, and I kind of love it. Okay, well the elves seem to be totally fucked, to be honest. I believe if we're going to have a look at...
bidden not to destroy you. Consider yourself lucky.
I do. Okay, so it looks like Ulthuan control not an awful lot. It looks like Morathi holds... I mean, at one point it looks like Morathi had been beaten back, but she just came straight back, didn't she? Holy shit, she was... that is impressive stuff. Impressive stuff indeed. No, I don't want you. I want... hang on. Drikey, you're hiding behind the tree. Come out here. There you go. Here you go. Right, now we've got an army up here. We've got an army down here. That should be enough. So when whoever... Getting 11 points now, look at that. So, whenever we start the Ritual of Rebirth, we should be good to hit pretty much everything we need at the same time. I could potentially bring more armies back, but it's going to take longer to bring them back than the actual Ritual of Rebirth is going to take. I mean, we could... I don't really need Gay and Vale now. I could abandon it, but... Little Confederation there. Tyrion desperately trying to save himself. Will it work? Don't know. Clan Morn have done a plague. Good for you. Coadil's ranked up though. That's kind of useful. Could go temp. I could do that. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Only a couple turns away. How exciting! Oh, it's all coming together, isn't it? Holy shit, look at this. And to be honest, there's not really much for us to do because I'm just waiting for this to heal up and for Athel Loren to heal up. So, I mean, this is healing up a little bit faster than I thought it would. I think we're in a good position to hit any potential invasion armies that spawn as well. So, basically, I think we can probably do both at the same time. That's right, we're going to dual wield hitting these bad boy forests. You boys. Now, we don't know what's going to come, do we? So I might hold off. Let's hold off. Azag's finally dead. It took Chaos to do it as well. Whispers in the wood. Where? Over there. Striker is not quite in range. That's gonna. Is that gonna? No, it's not actually gonna. That's not actually gonna cause any problems whatsoever. In fact, that was a terrible decision to move over there. I should actually move back just in case. I don't need to worry about that. Basically, whispers in the wood. Don't care. Whisper all you like. See if I give a shit. Hello, ladies. Peace treaty? Nah. Nah, you're dirty elves. You're dirt. Obviously, we're only going to play up to healing up Athel Loren because I've thoroughly enjoyed my Dryker campaign, but I'm looking for newer. I'm looking across that fence, and I'm seeing some lovely green fields over there that I want to play. So what's this? Bonus objectives completed. Good. Okay, that's fine. I mean, no, we weren't going to do that. Okay, we've got the Ritual of Rebirth is ready at the Oak of Ages. Okay, we've got enemies down there, over there. Oh, that one, and over there. Okay. Okay. So, it's a little bit... There's still a few turns, so I reckon we can probably do this. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go over here. We're not going to do that one, though, yet. And we're going to book it over here. That will mean trespassing a wee bit. Shall we do this? Can we do this now? It's beastmen, of course it's fucking beastmen. I think it's probably better to fight them now, even if we are going to be tired. Because there'll be less of them. And then we can hit the next one next turn. Right, first things first, nullify as many of those Minotaur charges as possible. Minotaurs are very nasty on the charge, I mean they're very nasty in general. That's why we spawn in some sacrificial dryads to get, well, turned into... That dryad's head came off. So that's fine. Spiders coming in from the rear doing a lot of damage there. Those Minotaurs already in a lot of trouble. And the good boy sweeping in to take the Bestigors from the rear and causing a mass panic already. I think this is down to we did drop a spell on them which reduced their leadership. We've lightning striked as well. That's going to reduce their leadership as well. They were hit from the back and front at the same time. Basically just a huge deluge of leadership penalties which just basically broke them almost immediately. And with the Bestigals fleeing, that does mean most of the enemy army is also going to follow as morale penalty ripples up the enemy army, and there we go, fleeing for their lives. Obviously we're going to try and hunt down as many as possible, ideally using the walls, because those guys are going to be incredibly good at hunting down. I mean, they're just incredibly good at hunting down units. Like, you send them after like a unit of... Where are they? They must be around here. Here they go. Right, so here we go. We're chasing after a unit of Minotaurs here, and these guys are just going to get torn to shreds. Watch this. Just get pulled down one after the other. It's brutal. None of those boys getting away. Okay, not much got away from that. Take the Heelys. I've got just one more to deal with. Okay, Dirthy, you can probably reach that one, but actually, you can probably take that on without having to worry too much about. How much you deal it? Okay, let's go aspect of the Willow. If we take this now, it looks like it's be fairly similar, so we're just going to auto resolve that one, I think. We'll take the replenishments. That's obviously going to annoy the Bretonnians, but then that's going to please the dwarves. So actually, not probably the one. To be honest, auto-resolving those battles is probably easier, because it means that you wipe out the enemy army rather than let it wander off. And although the enemy army won't replenish, and it will just, you know, come and suicide itself, it is easier to just auto-resolve it. Let's get transformation of Cadon. And we're just chilling here for the moment. How's this doing? Up to 80. Okay. So 4 more turns, and we can do Gay and Vale as well. But by that time, we can probably have done Athel Loren. Well, we don't actually have any elves, so more melee defense for my boys. You knows it. Okay, we can reach that with just a normal move, which is what we're going to do. It's gone amber, which means there's going to be a little bit more of a force there. That's quite a nasty... I mean, that is quite a nasty force to deal with, to be honest. That is a lot of Bestigors and Minotaurs. It'll be fine, but I'm glad I didn't let that get to max strength. Slightly nastier army, but similar plan as our Dryads move in to engage the Bestigors. The giant will sweep in from the rear, and you can already see the Bestigors. Oh my god, the morale just plummets. Just plummets, and they break almost instantly, getting just ripped to pieces. I mean, the front of the column broke instantly. The rear of the column isn't really faring much better, as our treekin, tree men, and the great hawks and spiders nibble at the bottoms of the Minotaurs. This army was a little bit bigger, had a little more time to muster, but despite that, died almost as fast as the previous one. And of course, we're going to send the bum biters to go and do just that, to bite bums, and they are incredibly good at it. Okay, I mean, we managed to wipe out a lot of that army, which is pretty good. Yeah, if you run back towards them, with any... Oh, I can't reach you both. That's a shame, but to be honest, neither of those armies are anywhere near good enough to take on the defences of the Oak of Ages. So, that is not an issue. We are generally going to be absolutely fine there. We can bring Dirthy back. Just need to wait 7 turns for that one. And in the meantime, we'll of course have Gay and Vale to also heal up. Macapaka, have a Flock of Doom. Knock yourself out. Also have another Flock of Doom. Double it, you know, double trouble. Hello? And you are? Okay, I'll take you on an aggression pact, because I don't really want to deal with a rogue army at this point. Okay, you're dead. And you want to also have a go? No? Okay, that's fine. Just one of you. Fair enough. Drake is a beast tamer. Would make sense. Royal Standard Bearer. Fine. Blah, blah. Invasion imminent. Oh, I missed that one. Oh god, there's another one. Shit. It's fine. We'll be there in more than enough time to deal with that. So that's fine. I had kind of missed that one though. Had not seen that. Never mind. Let us, yes, make more killy. You've got the you've got that sword, so that So you create quite a lot of chaos corruption, don't you? Don't you, buddy? A little bit riddled. Worse than Marathi. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, 2 more turns for you. In that case, well, to be honest, you're probably in a fairly good position there. Yeah, it looks like Marathi is really kicking the It looks like Marathi is really kicking the shit out of the High Elves. I did not expect that. Okay, did I just see someone from the Dune Kingdoms around here? I think I did. It must have been an agent. Still a bit weird to have them all the way up here. Never mind. Okay, we do have an invasion on the way. I mean, personally, I don't see that as a really big problem. There they are. Okay, I mean that's fairly nasty, but we've got 2 stacks here, so I'm fairly confident we can should be straightforward. Should be straightforward, I think. Okay, we've got 1 more turn to go there. You are going to get that, I guess. You're just kind of there to make sure that the Norskans don't get too uppity. Really. I don't like you being there. Not a super fan about that. Looks like... Okay, Chaos have reached down there. Have they got any further? Okay, Kislev hasn't fallen. The Empire's actually retaken Prague. Despite the fact there's now kind of like pits of bubbling lava next door, which I guess if you're in Kislev does mean, you know, at least it's going to be kind of warm. There's obviously Chaos forces sort of around this area, but they haven't pushed southward yet, so... So we've got the ritual... Where's this? What? Why have we got one up there? Oh, because it's in the heathland, right. Yeah, well, I'm not really going to do that, am I? It's not very... What is this army doing? I don't want to... Go in the long way around, buddy. Where the fuck are you going? Okay. I don't... Right. Well, okay. Okay, well, let's do this. Oh, I can't do it because there's another one currently active. Fair enough. I mean, I guess that's fine. You know, I can I can multitask. I'm a independent young man. That's not true. I couldn't even dress myself. Just... Okay, well, I don't know where these dickheads are going, but apparently they're going the long way around. Fair enough. I guess we'll just wait for them. Okay, we've got more tech. Those guys are continuing their merry jaunt southwards for some reason, and there's bugger all else for us to do. Oh, we got some tech. Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, there's not many high elves left. Cain the bloody-handed god. I mean, none of that's actually useful for us. So, I guess that's... Hello. Non-aggression pact. Alright. Not super bothered about you, to be honest. I guess the problem is with those beastmen that, you know, that they're not... Bless their little hearts. But they're not, like, the most greediest of people. They probably didn't have a map. I mean, they took the wrong fork. They took the wrong turn at Albuquerque. They're going to end up in the middle of the desert and looking for a tree to kick. And maybe that's for the best. 2 turns. Kabosh! Great horde of beastmen besieged the Oak of Ages. There are grey heads present from every corner of the old world. Morgor has summoned to him the Dark Omen, Malagor, and even Kazrak the One-Eye said to be stalking the field. The beastmen are drawn to enact a final bitter blow against the roots of life itself. Should they succeed, all will be plunged into a hell beyond reckoning without end. God, I can't imagine what that'd be like. They must be stopped before they... yeah, whatever. Okay, and what does this do? Abundant growth, we get more amber, more treasury, all that kind of good stuff. Now, what can we do with that armor, just out of interest? So... we could give our giant wolves and giant spiders stalk and Dryad's death blow. It's an option. Let's get that one. Now, is Dryka the best of us? Do we just want to go more tree men with her? Maybe give her dragons? What do we think? Because, I mean, the Dryads are... I mean, the Dryads are pretty good, though, aren't they? The Dryads are pretty good. What the fuck's that? Annoyance of Netlings. Oh, yes, of course. You all have that now, don't you? Oh, okay. Yeah, that seems fine. We're going to wait for the tech. Because that just seems sensible. And then we're going to take on the final battle. We see what the enemy forces are. It's fine. Don't know, but yeah, that's fine. And is that going to do it? So we need to win. Yep, just need to win that battle. We can, of course, then upgrade the Oak of Ages to its max rank, which is going to give more public order, more growth, vanguard deployment during forest battles for all armies, bigger garrison, more ammunition, all that kind of goes. Untainted all regions, all that kind of fantastic stuff. So. Just need one more turn. I guess we can do this as well, because, you know, may as well. Yeah, be alright. Where are those invasions? Oh, there's one there. Can you... Go on, bop it. Chaos? Ugh. Not all one, really. Okay, well, you're dead. Where's the others? Oh, there's one over there. And there's one over there. I mean, Marathi's going to be a little bit peeved about this, but she's already a little bit annoyed, so this won't really do much harm, will it? Ow. Chaos stings. Those chosen. Oof. Big oof. Probably just wait for the last one and bop it together, to be honest. One more turn and we will be... blah, 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 blah. One more turn. Win the battle for the Oak of Ages. And we're good. I hope I don't get reinforced by elves. Ugh. Okay, well, I don't know. I have no idea where that last army of beastmen have gone. They've just wandered off. Apparently, maybe they heard what happened to the others and was like, you know what? I'd choose life. They've gone to go and live in the south or something. Whatever. Good for them. I'm going to be honest. That does not look that doesn't look that difficult. So, these beastmen are not playing ball. They should be, you know, throwing themselves brutally at my defences, but instead they're just chucking rocks at me. So, Macapaka is, not Macapaka. Who is it? Upsy Daisy? Iggle Piggle, I think. Iggle Piggle is making sure he's making himself... No, is it... It's Upsy Daisy. My bad. Third time's the charm. Upsy Daisy is ensuring that the best spell in the game gets its outing. 66 kills, very nice. And the Cygor here is now going to be bitten apart by the wolves, the good boys, sweeping out the forest down here. Now, these Cygors are, not Centaurs, sorry, are very, very fast, but the good boys are slightly faster. Even several axes to the face does just nothing. Just nothing. These Centaurs are toast. And this Cygor is pretty much gone as well. It has managed to get some kills. So it's chucked rocks at my Dryads. But as soon as my Wolfie boys get over here, we're just going to eat. Look at the health just drop. Not even close. Okay. The Beastmen are now advancing on our position. Chucking at these guys are not quite the Beastmen I thought they'd be. They run away. Admittedly, I am going to use the Dwellers Below to kill most of these Centaurs. And enemy reinforcements have arrived. And indeed, it is the one, the only... where is he? There he is. It's Kazrak, the One Eye. That's right. Terrible depth perception. Shouldn't be allowed to drive. But there we go. He is charging headlong straight towards the enemy force. Because he can only see half of it. Meanwhile... we've spawned in some Dryads to engage the Gore Herd. Yet more Amber Spear coming in from the rear. And the Wolfies moving in to finish, seal the deal, finish the job. Chewing on them Gores and Ungores. Yeah, more Wolfies sweeping in. Need to finish off this little blob of Beastmen first before we deal with the reinforcements that have arrived. Kazrak already just charging headlong straight into our forces. However, he's got Tomblibu Un on his case, and he's not doing great. These Harpies should be fairly easy for the Great Hawks to deal with. The Wolves have just eaten the Beastmen alive. There's just nothing left. Apart from that Beast Lord, who... I'm going to be honest, I wasn't too bothered about that, so I just kind of left him to his own devices. The Harpies swooping in to engage the Malevolent Treekin, which is not going to work very well for them. We do have some units hidden in reserve, such as the Great Hawks and the Spiders. The Spiders now moving in to help out with this front, where our Dryads are a little bit overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers. Fortunately, we do have all of the Tombliboos and, of course, Coadil here as well. So far, so good. We're holding the line. So, we know that all of the Beast Lords, or all the Beastmen characters, should be turning up to join the party. And so we know Kazrak, Malagor, and Morgur should be making an appearance, which means we've got at least 2 more lots of reinforcements to deal with. So far, so good. We have held the line. Kazrak is on the retreat, and the other Beast Lord is getting pummeled to death. It looks like Kazrak is desperately trying to get away. We're going to try and hit him with an Amber Spear, but it misses. Oh, 2 miss. On an upsy daisy. Better aim. I would expect that kind of shot from Kazrak, because, you know, he's differently abled. He only has the one eye. You've got 2, or at least a sort of 2 eye. Oof. See, if one of those other Amber Spears had hit, that would have been an amazing shot that would have just taken Kazrak out in one hit. But unfortunately, he is now getting away with 87 health. The first enemy lord is dead, but more reinforcements are arriving. And this time it's Malagor approaching from the east? Yeah, sure, that way. Looks like Kazrak is going to get away, but our giant wolves, the ones that replaced the ones that died, catch up with him, and down he goes. Straight into a tree stump. Unfortunate. Last of his forces are being routed, so here comes Malagor's army. This one is... there's a lot of Ungors, I want to say. There does seem to be a lot of Ungors here. Yeah, to be honest, I mean, Kazrak's horde at least had Minotaurs in it. That's kind of scary. Hordes of Ungors? It's not really... I mean, you know, Malagor... bring better next time, mate. Jesus, it's not... I mean, you've got a Gorball, fair enough. You've got a Giant. Everything else, just trash. Don't know what you were thinking. Do not know what you were thinking. So some of our Dryads are taking a bit of a beating, and in fact, some of Kazrak's forces have rallied and are coming back to the fight, but they are... I mean, they're going to get a nasty little charge off there, but as soon as the Dryads wrap around them, The battle is going to shift very, very quickly. A little amber spear there as well, doing pay to the Bestigors. And Dryads now swinging around. That's a whitewash. They're out of here. Malagor's forces being a little bit careful about how they engage. I'm not surprised. I mean, you know, when you bring literally the garbage of the garbageist, look at these boys. Look at their little horns. Nothing. They got nothing. These guys, they're fodder. And that's all you've got, Malagor. I mean, it's fine to bring fodder if you also have something good, but the only thing good that you've got is this giant over here, and maybe your Gorbel. It's just Ungors. I mean, had I been in position here, I could have whacked down dwellers below, probably killed all of these in one hit. As it was, I couldn't see them because, of course, they're Ungors, so they have Stalk. Never mind. Okay, the rest of Kazarek's forces have been defeated and driven off. Tree Boy's advancing. We can't quite see all of his forces, but I'm assuming they must have some coming in this direction. But in fact, most of them, lovely little amber spear there, knocking several harpies out of the sky. Most of the forces are actually splitting around this cliff. Kazrak getting a nice little hit on the Dryads there, but they're summoned in, so I'm not particularly worried about them. The Gorbel and the Giants are giving us the... I should have moved my tree men down, but I didn't. And as such, Striker and Diggle Piggle are going to have to deal with these guys. Big blob of Ungors sweeping around the south here. About, what's that, 4 units? I'll be worried if I didn't have, you know, my spiders and wolves who are significantly stronger than all of them. I'm also moving in to mop up the Ungor raiders here, as well as take out Malagor himself. He's dropping some spells on us, but it's not really... And there goes. Malagor is now surrounded and being eaten by wolves. Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, buddy? Bet you wish you could fly now. I believe I can fly. But he can't, because they didn't make him that way. Never mind. Could have at least, like, let him hover or something. Just a little bit. Okay, the Giant and Gorbel are surrounded, although in some... I mean, a Gorbel kind of likes to be surrounded, so I don't know if that's actually good or bad. Dryker's here to help out, though, so that seems to be fine. Most of the Ungors are now being eaten alive, because that is pretty much what I always expected was going to happen. They just died horribly and very, very quickly. Reinforcements have arrived, and it's dirty elves. Ugh, look at them. Look at them. Ugh, look at them. All grubby. I thought I killed them all. Where did they come from? Like cockroaches. Come crawling out of the woodwork. Literally. Big old tree, big old woodwork. And enemy reinforcements have arrived as well. This, of course, is Morgur, the Shadow Gave. He's basically like a chaos god, I think, isn't he? Like he has the power of a... Basically, he just doesn't die. He's just like an avatar of chaos. He just wanders around, mutating everything around him. It's a shame that his campaign bonus is so garbage. Because basically it takes the best unit that the beastmen have, Minotaurs, and goes, what about if you use Chaos Spawn instead? Oh, Malagor's got eaten, as you'd expect. And the answer to that, of course, is, well, it's fine, it's okay, but he only buffs his own Chaos Spawn. He doesn't buff other armies' Chaos Spawn, which means you have Morgur, who has, you know, fairly good Chaos Spawn, and then every other army who just has expensive Minotaurs. Which is a bit of a weird one, to be honest. I wish they'd, like, rejig his... Did they rejig his... I don't think they did. They might be waiting for, like, a proper update. I am pulling back my forces. I'm like, you know what? If the elves want to charge out there and die horribly, let's let the elves do that. So our forces are pulling back towards the entrance to the Oak of Ages. To prove once and for all that we never needed these elves. Like they went, oh, get the elves in, they'll help protect the forest, won't they? I'm like, we don't need them. Don't need it. It's surplus requirements. Tell them to sling the rook. Go back to writing poetry about being sad or something, whatever elves. I don't know what elves do. Oil their ears. I genuinely don't care. There's a big blob of Razor Gore and Gore and Chaos Spawn. Of course, Chaos Spawn are unbreakable. Looks like the elves are getting horribly mauled very, very quickly, which is, you know, absolutely perfect. That's what I wanted. Wanted to see the elves get torn limb from limb by horrible mutant beasts. So that's fun. Comes a little dwellers from below just to help out, and we're also going to evil ion cannon them. Because why not? I got a few. Most of their forces are retreating already. Morga, this is the other slight problem with Morga, is that he's quite slow. Like, compared to a lot of the other beastmen, they're a lot faster than he is. So he always ends up turning up to the battle kind of late. Like, he's just strolling up, like, alright boys, how's it going? Not great. not the best. A lot of these guys very, very super dead. Morga just slowly strolling up to help out. That eagle is not having a good time. We now have good tree boys. Good tree boys moving in to help out. Of course, tree man ancient there, Greenbeard. Greenbeard himself. How exciting. And I'm like, well, I think most of the elves are dead, so I'm pretty sure we can, like, join in now. May as well just, I mean, you know, we've been bombarding the enemy from long range for a little while, just for funsies. And that's worked out quite nicely. Gonna get a little ion cannon in there, very nice. Little dwellers from below. Excellent. You know, doing a little bit of damage there, getting that on. Is Morga arrived yet? I think Morga has arrived, yeah. Of course, Morga can... He actually has one of the more interesting abilities of any legendary lord in the game, I think, which is that an enemy unit around him that drops below 25% health will get killed and turn into Chaos Spawn, which as an ability is really thematic and I really like it. It's just a shame that as a lord he's not particularly great. So this is a big old blob of death, isn't it? And here comes some more Chaos Spawn to join the fun. And some Gore Herd. The Wild Riders, not quite dead yet though. They're going to come and join. It looks like this Gore Herd is going straight for the Oak of Ages. To hell with you. It doesn't. No, literally doesn't. And how are these guys going to do? Once their charge bonus wears off, I think they're going to get... they're doing okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're elves. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Most of Morga's forces are well and truly crushed. Last few Chaos Spawn getting overwhelmed by the sheer weight of our numbers. I mean, they didn't really throw that much stuff at us, to be honest. Enemy troop count is only 3,000. And our allied forces is 1,266. That does include the reinforcements that we did get. So it looks like most of Morga's forces are now breaking, apart from the Chaos Spawn, of course, because they don't break, they will fight until the last. Because, of course, to run away, you need to realise that you're beaten. And for that, you need some kind of brain. And these things, well, sometimes they have multiple brains, but they're never really connected to the right parts, really. So probably no point worrying about that. Morga, though, is, despite his nature, not unbreakable. So he will be running away. And also, I think he turns a unit into Chaos Spawn at some point. I mean, he's now running away. There we go. So some unit here got turned into Chaos Spawn because these are summoned. I think maybe it was these Wild Riders. So some elves got turned into Chaos Spawn, which frankly, I don't see a problem with. You know, if anything, it's an improvement. And Morga is now running for his pitiful, dirty, filthy little life. But he's not going to get very far. Because, of course, as always, the bitey bum boys are hot on his trail. Who needs elves, eh? Elves are rubbish. Only ever needed the tree people to protect the forest, didn't we? Eh? Look at all those dead elves. Garbage. Absolute garbage. And there we go. We have completed The Dryker campaign, how exciting. That was good. The Wood Elf rework is very good. It is very, very good. And I am very pleased that they are going back and reworking some of the older factions. Obviously, we've got Clan Moulder to still complete. So we'll be completing that one. And then afterwards, a new campaign. But what should we play? I'm tempted to maybe play Norskans, but I'm not sure. I kind of want to play Marathi now, but maybe Norskans. I haven't played Dark Elves in a while since Malice, but I've not played Norskans since the last Throg campaign, which I think is longer. Maybe find a mod and potentially play Skeggy, see if we can do that one. You know, somewhere far away from the Empire. But that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next campaign.